Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. This would be number one on my list if not for the Crystal Skull. Indiana Jones is one of my favorite franchises from growing up. It is, Harrison Ford looks like he's fully bought into this third act of his career. He looks like he's fully committed to this role. Yes, there's a lot of CGI in the trailers. Yes, clearly he has some body doubles. I mean, he broke his leg on Star Wars a couple years ago. So the years of having Harrison Ford be doing a lot of the action scenes himself are over with. But this still looks like a lot of fun. James Mangold as director. He did Logan, which is one of the best superhero movies of all time. So James Mangold taking over for Steven Spielberg, picking up the mantle of Indiana Jones before they eventually reboot it 3 years from now. But still, Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones. We'll jump to your number one because that is next. Anyway, your number one, and when we did our top films for the year, you had Indiana Jones even as the number one movie you're looking forward to all year. So,
yep.
Talk to me about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Great name.
Okay, well, where to begin? I think I elaborated on this a bit when we did our most anticipated stream, like in January. Indiana Jones, like when the fourth movie was coming out, I think just me and my cousins and my friends were all just like at the perfect age to be introduced to the franchise. We were all like 9, 10 years old. And, getting to watch the movies for the first time ever, it was just like this. It was an incredible experience, and just getting to see, just getting lost in this world, and going outside in the backyard with our fedoras, pretending to play Indiana Jones and things like that. And then, getting to, just get, so part of it was just like a great bonding experience too, but also just the fact these movies are so fantastic with Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Harrison Ford, these great practical effects, some great stunt work, uh, just these very well made summer blockbuster movies that should be more the standard, but I think we've kind of strayed away from some of that a bit. I'm more positive when it comes to the fourth movie, but that's a discussion for another day, or we could be here all night. But yeah, like you said, with James Mangold taking over, I think he's a perfect director to wrap up Harrison Ford indie story, because we've seen with Logan and even stuff like Ford versus Ferrari, he does a good job of showing these iconic characters, at the end of their life, their career, their mortality, seeking a little bit, just kind of wanting to do one more epic hurrah, or, one last ride, so to speak. And I think that is what this movie's going to be about. And also with also just great to see Harrison Ford come back in the role. It's gonna be really exciting because Harrison Ford's my favorite actor of all time, and Indiana Jones is my favorite character of his. So of course, it'll be cool to see him in the hat one more time, kick some butt, have some cool stunt work. See him digging up ancient tombs and things like that, and also stuff like getting the opening flashback where it'll be set during World War II, and all the de-aging with Harrison Ford in that scene looks fantastic, so that'll be cool. And yeah, I could honestly babble all night long about my anticipation for it, but I think it's going to be it'll be a return to form for the series, feel more like the original trilogy, wrap everything up nicely, feel like a good, proper conclusion. And yeah, I'm totally excited. Just getting ready to just buying up all the merch, like the new Lego sets and things like that. So I can't wait. Look for a lot of Indiana Jones content on my channel pretty soon. And yeah, if that one,
Is there a history of hype video for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny coming from you?
not for the fifth movie, but one of them is coming. I just started writing it a few days ago.
Nice. Talk a little bit more about the content you're going to be making for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a History of Life episode, of course. It's going to be about the fourth movie, though, not the original trilogy, because the fourth movie, the promotional campaign for that one was absolutely massive and insane. It was everywhere. It it was a big part of like my nostalgia for the franchise, just seeing it left and right and getting to because it focused on all four movies, not just the new one, which I thought was a really great way to go about that. But anyway, all the new merchandise for the new movies coming out in waves right now, so look for a merch hunting video for that. Probably gonna do individual reviews for all four movies, which is something I haven't done in a long time. But for Indiana Jones, I definitely have to do that. And yeah, there's a couple more surprises I don't want to get into just yet, but yeah, it's gonna be a very Indiana Jones esque couple of months for me. So.
Very nice. Yeah, TBD and more to come for Indiana Jones. Love it. Yeah, I am a huge Indiana Jones fan. I love a motivated Harrison Ford, which it seems like he
Hmm,
is for this film. I, I,
absolutely, yeah.
I echo what you say in that he's one of my favorite movie stars of all time. He was the number one movie star of all time, and then the last 20 years happened when he would do one mediocre film after another and reluctantly go on the Tonight Show to promote the film. And he was just, he does the commercials for the wildlife people, and that's about it. Like he just, but something about the last 2 years, the last 2, 3, 4 years, he's started working again, and he's actually doing good work. I mean, he was the
Hmm.
best part of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Uh, Harrison Ford now is doing television shows. I mean, the fact that the biggest movie star of my lifetime is doing television work now, and not just one, but doing two shows. He did
Hmm.
was it 1923 or 1899 or one of the Yellowstone prequel shows. He's
Yeah.
the title character taking over for William Hurt in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the Thunderbirds. He is Thunderbird. So yeah, I love Harrison Ford. I am really excited for this film, and to hear that John Williams theme again, that Indiana Jones theme in the trailers, chills
Euphoric.
up. Yeah, it's just you talked about it. Yeah, if you could just grind it up and make it pure, injectable in the veins. John Williams score, Harrison Ford starring in the film. Yes, he's in his 80s. John Williams is in 90s, but it's still both of them at the height of their game. It feels like, it sounds like so. Huge John Williams.